We are officially witnessing history as the Houston Rockets are off to their very best start in franchise history when it comes to the offense. And we're going to break down what that exactly is for this team and why this can be huge and why this is what separates this team from last year's Rockets and why this can be the team that can finally bring a championship to Houston. All those details right here on Rockets Digest. Hello, everybody. I am your host, Donovan Ricondo, and we are so close to 6,200 subscribers. We are about 8 subscribers away. If you have not done so already, if you are a true Rockets fan, go ahead and hit that subscribe button below to get your daily updates, get daily news, daily rumors about your favorite H-Town team, the Houston Rockets. And we're just here to talk about the Rockets. That's the subject of our video today, about the offensive prowess from this team. Last night, big win, easy win for the Rockets, 135 to the Wizards, 112, the worst team in the NBA. This was an expected result. They did not sleep on this team. This was a game where the Rockets showed up immediately, and despite maybe a lackluster third quarter, showed out, and proved why they are one of the best teams in the NBA, jumping to 7-3, 3-1 at home. So a good win yesterday for those wearing the Rockets red. And these are the stats from last night. And one thing that pops out to me, yes, we are playing a very, very terrible Washington Wizards team, but the thing that popped up to me is that not one player is in, if you look at the plus minus, nobody has a minus. Everybody did great. The offense was killing it. The defense was there as well. The lowest is Jae'Sean Tate at a 0 plus minus, but he's got himself 2 points, and he only played 8 minutes in the game. But everyone is producing for this team, as we saw last night. Kevin Durant scoring 23 points on 7 for 16 shooting. Jabari Smith Jr. 15 points. Alperen Şengün 16. Amen Thompson 18. And the other thing that stands out is that Tari Eason got himself 20 points yesterday, and Reed Sheppard, both these guys off the bench, scoring in the 20s. Reed Sheppard having himself 21 points with 8 for 11 field goal shooting. And, Reed Sheppard basically after the game said that Amen Thompson told him, if you take a dribble while shooting, I'm going to punch you in the face. Take the shot, and all would be well. And so Reed Sheppard is taking these shots, and he is hitting a lot of them. It was 5 for 8 from three-point land yesterday. And in my last video, I talked a lot about Reed Sheppard, or 2 videos ago, I talked a lot about Reed Sheppard and his growth and the way he's progressed every single game this season. And it is a great sign if you are Udoka, if you're Rafael Stone. There's a lot of talk right now in terms of, do the Rockets need a true point guard? Yeah, Fred VanVleet, who is out for pretty much the entire season. Do you go out and make a move to try to get someone to fill that role? Or can you rely on Reed Sheppard to be that guy? And as of right now, Reed Sheppard is doing everything he can to prove why he is going to be a guy. I like, though, that he comes off the bench. I think that is a good spark player to have come off the bench like that, just an absolute dominant shooter. I can see at some point them inserting him into the starting lineup, but I do like Josh Okogie in there and having that kind of second group with Reed Sheppard, Tari Eason coming in that way. I personally like that. I like what Ime Udoka is doing with that. We'll see if there's any lineup changes in the near future, but I mentioned that this team is off to a historic start and that we are witnessing history, and it is because we, quite frankly, are. The Houston Rockets are off to a historic start. In the franchise's 58-year history, this is the best start they have had offensively for this squad. Not only are they leading the NBA in three-point percentage and offensive rating, but they are also third in points per game after their 135-point performance against the Washington Wizards. The Rockets not only rank among the best in the league this season, they are setting franchise best marks. The Rockets' 124 points per game are their best through 10 games in our 58-year history. 124 points per game is crazy. And you can attribute some of that to just, this league is a very offensive-heavy league. It was bound to be broken, and all that is very, very true. But with this specific group of guys, right, when you have a prolific Hall of Fame scorer like Kevin Durant, when you have an up-and-coming rising all-star with Alperen Şengün and Amen Thompson and Reed Sheppard, who seems to not be able to miss from three-point land, and Tari Eason scoring 20 points off the bench, this team is a good offensive team. Do not make any mistakes about it. We are for real when it comes to the offense. That was kind of the inconsistency last year, right? Especially within that playoff series against the Golden State Warriors. It's like the offense, when it showed up, it was phenomenal. When it didn't show up, it was atrocious. And there was a little bit of inconsistency when it came to those things. But from what we're seeing so far, it's only been 10 games. There's a lot of basketball left to be played, right? Do not get me wrong. There's still some things that this team is going to have to, get through. There's going to be highs and lows with the entire season. But as of right now, I love what I am seeing from this team. I mean, how can you not? 124 points per game through the first 10 games is nothing to just look the other way about. That is a huge deal for this team. That 124 points per game and a 123 rating and a 43.5% from downtown would all be franchise best for a season by a wide margin. Those are excellent numbers for this Rockets team. And of course, like I said, there is still a lot of ball to be played. But from what I am seeing from these group of guys, it's that this team is on its way to at the very, very least, a top 3 seed in the Western Conference. That is what I'm seeing. Currently, they do stand in I believe it is the fourth seed right now, trailing the Spurs, trailing the Nuggets, and trailing the Thunder. But if the Rockets, the way that they're playing right now, the continued growth, the kind of winning streak that this team is currently on, a 2-game winning streak against the Bucks and against the Wizards, and you have Portland on Friday, this team is going in a better direction every single time I see them. They can catch the Spurs. They can catch the Nuggets. I do think those are very attainable teams to reach. The Thunders, where it gets a little tricky, they are a very, very good team. They rarely lose, as we saw last season. But overall, this is a team that is, coming out guns blazing, quite frankly. Coming into this season, it was always kind of the thought of like, okay, we're going to ease into this offense. We're going to see how they can kind of fit within each other. As of right now, it is fitting great. I still think there's room for improvement. But of right now, this offense is the best offense in the NBA. And what more can you ask for if you are a Rockets fan? Yes, bringing in one of the best offensive players of all time is a big reason why they had this jump, but it is more than that. The Rockets currently have 6 players averaging double digits, so it is a collective effort on offense. And as we saw with the Oklahoma City Thunder last year, and we saw with many teams prior, you win championships by having depth. Depth is king in the NBA, especially nowadays. You have to have multiple guys that can score the rock and that can contribute to your team in the offensive category and putting up points on the board. You have to have, those guys, more guys averaging double digits. We're gone from the days of where James Harden would score 40 points for us and then just hopefully we would win the game. Like this has to be split out as evenly as it can. Maybe not evenly, but split out amongst all the other guys to have teams have to worry about these other guys, to have to worry about Reed Sheppard, who's going to come off the bench and go 5 for 8 from 3-point land, or Tari Eason, who's going to have himself a 20-burger coming off the bench. And so those are the things that are looking upwards for this Rockets team. It is great to see it. One of the things that caught my eye this week was CBS Sports' latest power rankings, dropping the Rockets from 3rd best team in the league to 6th, which, say what you will, don't necessarily agree with. As they say, Houston owns the number 1 offense in the league despite not having a designated true point guard. It still feels like that is going to be a problem down the road, but right now the Rockets are killing teams with sheer size and offensive rebounding. They hardly shoot any threes, but the ones they are taking are dropping at a league-high 42%. Outdated number. Reed Sheppard is coming around. This is a bit perplexing due to the Rockets' play of late, but Botkin still has Houston 4th best in the Western Conference, which is also their true ranking in the standings, as we saw just moments ago. Now, that's why I kind of want to bring it all to you, this point guard position. From the way that this team is playing, I do not see Rafael Stone going out and get some sort of veteran point guard or what have you, especially with the consideration of this team being within that first apron or not trying to get into the second. And so I just want to bring it back to you guys. Do you think if the way that we're playing holds, that Rafael Stone will go out and get himself another point guard. I don't see it. When you have the best offense in the league, I don't think there's much to do but just kind of hone the chemistry and hone the plays that are already available to you. But let me know in the comments what do you think about this team, what do you think about this offense, and what you think about Reed Sheppard. I am super high on Reed Sheppard right now. He is absolutely balling for this team, as well as Alperen Şengün, and of course Kevin Durant, who are putting up some really big numbers. Kevin Durant leading this team in scoring, and so let me know in the comments. This offense is truly historic, and we're just going to see more and more of that as we have the next game on Friday against Portland. It's part of our 3-game homestand. Can't wait to see you for that game. Can't wait to watch. Can't wait to give you all the latest updates regarding that game and other takeaways from that Portland matchup for a Portland team that is doing, pretty good right now. And so, good test on Friday. We'll see you guys on the next one. And again, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel and you are a true Houston Rockets fan, you want to get up to date and stay in the loop, this is the channel for you. So go ahead and hit that button below. I'm your host, Donovan Ricondo, and we'll see you on the next episode of Rockets Digest. Take care.